I did not think the year could get worse for Drake, but he just embarrassed himself even more. This man knows damn well we were bopping this track. Damn well the UGC was at an all-time high. You know what Drake decided? He was like, you know what? Not like us. Being nominated for 5 Grammys is not embarrassing enough. Let me just dig a deeper hole for myself. Like, brother, there are literally 1.3 million videos on TikTok alone, and we all know how song usage on TikTok directly correlates to the volume of streaming that can cause. So the song is a bop. It is a jam. It has awakened the inner hater in us all. Now, Aubrey, you know damn well that Kendrick dissed you, and then the whole world jumped on that hate train. He was on his live, and he literally has a bald spot that he's trending for. like right now. I'm all the way in South Africa. I can't imagine being dissed on such global proportions that you come out with a lawsuit and immediately after that, you're trending for a bald spot. Like, it's been a stressful year for this man.
You're trying to figure out what Drake is trying to accomplish by taking legal action over rap beef. I have 2 potential theories. That one, Drake is trying to sue Universal Music so that he can get access to emails and evidence that shows that they do engage in shady practices. And so that he could say, the only reason why your song did well is because you needed the backing of a big company to do all of these things and pull all of these strings. The second theory is he's trying to mess with the marketing strategy for Kendrick's surprise album and mess with his first week streams by shifting the conversation back to him. And he did that by filing a petition just a few days after Kendrick dropped his album. And so instead of talking about the album, instead of talking about Kendrick, we are now talking once again about Drake. And he's trying to distract people from streaming his music, talking about Kendrick's album. Once again, the topic of conversation is Drake. It just seems like a very strange move, especially since at the core of the issue that people had with him is about authenticity. And they've already called him out about moving funny. But I don't have the answer. So what do you guys think he is trying to accomplish here? And I don't think he's trying to give it to the man because the timing of all of this is very peculiar.
So Drake is suing UMG because he thinks the streams on Not Like Us are botted. They're all fake. None of that is real. Here's the thing, Drake. People were dancing to that song in India, in Asia. They were dancing everywhere. No amount of botted streams can make someone enjoy a song. I truly believe people just like the song, Drake. I don't think he can fathom that. I think it really got to him and he's like, there's no way people like it this much. There's no way. I hate to break it to you, Drake. The song is catchy. I don't know what to tell you. Also, this is just not culturally sound, bro. You're suing him. What happened to a cease and desist for hoes? You said that, Drake, and now you're suing? Bro. I know Kendrick is somewhere cackling like a madman. He's about to go #1, and now this dude is crashing out over a song from 7 months ago.
I have no dog in this fight. I like Kendrick's music. I like Drake's music. I also think both of them have used bots via UMG, whether they knew it or not. What stood out to me in that paperwork was the accusation that UMG lowered their licensing rate by 30% for Not Like Us. Just a quick history lesson. How we even got to the value of what a stream is was based off Spotify and the 3 majors negotiating on what that value would be. What makes it even crazier is all 3 majors have actual stock and ownership within Spotify. That would be illegal in any other business in the world, but it's a music industry, so anything can fly. To the point that I worked at a major when Spotify went public, and they emailed all of us as employees and said, you cannot buy stock because that would be insider trading. Now imagine you're an artist and you know that the people that own your music plus the people that distribute your music, which is a whole separate tech company, are in cahoots to define what a dollar means within the music industry. And then you later find out that for one artist and one song, they devalued that dollar. You wouldn't have an issue with it?
Today, it's getting harder to be a fan of Kendrick and Drake because what is Drake doing right now? I'm so confused. I just read that he's suing his music label, Universal Music Group, as well as Spotify, because he's under the impression that they are giving Kendrick false streaming numbers for Not Like Us, when Drake was the one begging Kendrick to drop a song. He was begging Kendrick to drop a diss on him in 2 different songs. And then Kendrick does it, and now you want to call enforcement and law enforcement into this? Bruh, you literally said cease and desist were for hoes. You lost, And now you're calling in assistance instead of just dropping another diss track as you just should have did in the first place. Like, oh, I love Drake's music, but this behavior is just so dumb. Like, you just really need to take the L, admit that you lost, and call it a day. Don't make yourself look goofy. Please, like, please stop.
Y'all, what if the reason why Drake filed this lawsuit, this defamation lawsuit, is not for him to actually win, but for him to force UMG to take Not Like Us off of wherever, all the DSPs? Because hear me out, right? In order for UMG to win the lawsuit against Drake of defamation, they would have to present evidence that Not Like Us, like what he was saying, Not Like Us, is actually true. But UMG doesn't want to do that, because if they do that, they're possibly gonna lose out on money. They're gonna lose out on money. So it's basically like forcing them to sit there and come up with a resolution so that he stops looking bad in the public eye and get Not Like Us taken down. It's like forcing the parent to choose a side between their kids, and they know that losing out on Drake's money and his royalties from all his work is going to be more important to them than losing out on Kendrick, even though Kendrick is hot right now.
I want to know who on Drake's team thought that this would be a good idea to sue Universal Music Group and Spotify, accusing them of artificially inflating Not Like Us, because it just makes him look like a whiny little kid pointing the finger saying, like, they did it, you see? Listen, I am no rap stan, but the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef was obviously so huge this year. Like Drake, I love and respect Kendrick Lamar and definitely took his side during all this beef. This is not looking good in the optics of winning anything, let alone winning a rap beef. Because we all know that when Not Like Us dropped, it was over. And just to be clear, a lawsuit hasn't officially been filed. This is sort of like a pre-lawsuit thing that was filed on Monday. It just looks so bad, and it's only gonna give Kendrick even more ammo. I don't know, I personally think that Drake should have continued to lay low for the rest of the year. He's just being so petty, especially with the announcement of his tour in Australia being on the same day as Kendrick's Super Bowl performance. It's just giving whiny baby to me. We all know Drake has been whiny for years, but this is embarrassing. What do you guys think of this news that Drake is getting ready to sue Universal Music Group and Spotify over Kendrick's Not Like Us?
You want to know how I know Drake's lawyers are just unserious people? Because all UMG has to do to get rid of this defamation case is play that one video. Y'all know which video? That concert, there was some blue lighting. Like, what's happening?